Amanda at thecareermum.co.uk. Today I'm really pleased to share that we're going to launch a series of taboos. So the things that affect women at work that we don't talk about. They can be career impacting, they may affect women at home, they may have affected women around you and you're just not aware of it. We have a guest today, Marina, who has bravely shared her story of postnatal depression. Thankfully, Marina was able to get help. Some people don't get help as quickly or as readily, and there's terrible consequences. I don't work in mental health, I'm not an expert on these issues, but what I do know is that we can all support and be there for one another. The women in your life, whether it be colleagues or your sister or a friend, we can be there and support each other. So please welcome Marina. I hope that you take some learnings from her courage in sharing, and if you like what you heard, then please let her know. I'm sure she'd welcome your feedback. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Marina. I had postnatal depression. It's important that you know what it did to me and my family, so you understand why it's important to take care of yourself. I had my daughter in 2015. I was always a very driven person, perfectionist as most women are. I had the birth plan ready, the breastfeeding on the cards, routine set up, just you name it. I have no family in the UK, it's just myself and my husband and our daughter. After the first 6 weeks of sleepless nights, frequent feeds, tending to home chores, I tried to do it all to the letter. I had postnatal depression. I hadn't noticed it at first, nor did my husband know what was going on. What followed shocked everybody. During the first grandparent visits, I had called the police on my own parents. I feared and I was convinced that my parents and my husband were poisoning me in order to take my child away. Little did I know, when I called the ambulance to check on my child's health, that it was me who was unwell. Everything seemed so real and logic, although I don't have clear recollection of the events. I have been lucky for the very knowledgeable Dr. Mielis in Maris Hospital immediately diagnosed me with postnatal depression and actually of overbonding with my child. I have been hospitalized, separated from my baby as there were no mother and baby units, and therefore I had to stop breastfeeding. I've been on antidepressants for a while. I lost my confidence, my smile. However, I gained insight into how debilitating this can be without being physically obvious. Furthermore, knowing the triggers and having had the clear in spring 2017, I got off medications. However, I had a relapse this September, spending yet another 2 weeks in hospital. I share with you this because it's despite that I thought I knew what it feels like and what drives me to depression, it still happened again. I implore all the women to be vigilant, honest to themselves, for the sake of your health and families. Please take it seriously. You're worth it and your families are worth it. Where I come from, I was born in Moldova. This is a taboo subject. It's frowned upon. And it was very difficult for my parents to comprehend what was happening, for my husband to understand how to help and support me. You're not alone, and it affects many of us. It is not you. It's chemistry in our bodies and minds. By being open about it, it's already a step forward to self-healing. Seek help, and you can also do it anonymously, but don't let it affect your life and future. Be brave for yourself. Look at your children and be motivated to live the future to your fullest potential. And lastly, I'd like to recommend a book that became my Bible. It's called Depressive Illness, The Curse of the Strong by Tim Katafa. And I advise you to exercise, even something light like yoga, stretching, or a nice brisk walk in the park with your child in a pram. Keep a mood diary and have lots of hugs with your family and children for release of oxytocin. Eat healthily, rest, and most importantly, speak out. Join Facebook groups such as Career Moms and speak about your experiences, or perhaps seek help by contacting Family Action and charity support that's supported by Dutch of Cambridge. Be part of the movement and make a change. I wish you well and your family.